Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Welcome everyone. Let me know where you're tuning in from so I can shout you out. Welcome to another session, another live where we are going to empower ourselves, where we are going to leave here with a different set of mindset that creates different results in your life. If you have never been here, welcome. If you have been here before, let me know where you're joining in from so I can shout you out. How is your day going? How is your morning, Monday morning, a new day to create what we want to see in our lives, a new day to change our energy and change our results. If you are not waking up with passion, with the desire to live a new day, with gratitude in your heart, let's change that, because otherwise we are going to have the same results that we have been having. How are you guys doing? How is it going? Monday is one of my favorite days. If you are new here, hello, my name is Vanessa. I'm the founder of Prosperamama, and I teach women how to grow a brand online, how to create their coaching framework, their coaching program, how to remove resistance. I talk about meditation and energetics. We do a little bit of heart coherence where we change our electromagnetic field. So welcome everyone. How are you guys doing? Let's give it a few minutes. We start at 11 o'clock and we usually start naming something that we are grateful for. We usually start bringing the energy into the group, into this live. The same energy that we want to see, that we want to experience, is the same energy that we bring here. Let's see, we have a few more minutes, but I'm excited that you guys are here. Like I always say, this gives me so much life. Good morning. Welcome everyone. Where are you guys tuning in from? How is it going? Thank you for the love that I have received on YouTube and also for the podcast. I am beyond honored that you guys will take a moment of your time, which is your most valuable asset, and listen to something that inspires you, something that changes the way that you feel. Because the way that we feel, turning in from Washington, welcome. Is it cold, or are you guys... I'm in South Florida, and today is the first day that it's a little bit less cloudy here. Cali! I have a lot of clients from Cali. It's so funny. A lot of my clients are from California. So I'm always like up and ready, and they're just getting up, but they also tune in. I'm excited to see you guys. How are you guys doing? I want to know who has been tuning in to the previous sessions of the previous day. It's been really nice. Oh, beautiful. In the mid 80s. It's really hot here, but it's just raining all day and it gets cloudy and we are sick of it. Arizona. How are you guys? Good morning. El Paso. Wow. How are you? 101 or 100 and what? 101 degrees. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, so thank you for the love. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. I'm excited to be here because we're going to talk about something that people don't know. A lot of women don't know. And I speak on women because, as the name of my business, Prosperamama, is for moms to be very prosperous and abundant. And usually I don't tell you have to go buy something or you have to go do something else. I encourage you and I empower you to change the way that you feel, because that is the true nature of a human being. So feelings are the language of the body. And whenever you're feeling down, you know that is the energy that you are portraying. You know that is the energy that you are giving out. And you can change that. You have the power to change that. And there's nothing that inspires me more than that, because when one person changes, since we are all connected through a field of information, we all are influenced by that. Can you guys imagine that? Can you really bring that into your psyche? Can you really for a moment just picture that me smiling and having good energy and being empowered is the signal that I am sending out, and everyone gets influenced by that, right? That is, for me, that is something that allows me to get into alignment real quick, right? Like I'm like, okay, Thank you for the shares. Thank you guys very much. That allows me to get into coherence really quick, because I always remember the energy that I want to experience and that I want to see is the energy that I bring, right? So what are you grateful for today? If we are not starting out with gratitude, I'm going to change that real quick for you, because you are grateful. Just the fact that you are alive today, just the fact that you were awakened today, just the fact that you have food, just the fact that you have water, just the fact that you can think, just the fact that you can see, just the fact that you can speak, hear, write, walk, exercise, that you have choices, that you have decisions that you can make for yourself. Thank you for the love. Thank you everyone for being here. So let's start. Believe it or not, we create resonance, and resonance are fields of information. And I always say this, my husband laughs, a lot of people laugh, but this is the absolute truth. If you disagree because you are so stuck in survival, what I teach or what I share are called universal laws, and every human is bound by them. And if you think doesn't apply to you, and if you think that, this can't be true because it's too good to be true, that's something to take up with God, because he made you, the divine. And you are made of atoms and subatomic particles and molecules. So it's not something to take up with me, right? It's something to take up with God, and you have a conversation with him and say, I didn't want to be human. I didn't want to be made of atoms and molecules and subatomic particles. But if other than that, then we have all the reasons to be grateful for. And when we give gratitude, we are sending a clear signal in the form of resonance, in the form of frequency, in the form of information that says thank you. And let's start this out with, what are you grateful for today? I am grateful for being alive. I am grateful for having this opportunity to share with you guys. I am grateful for having the opportunity to change someone's mindset so that they feel better. They're a more present mom. They believe a little bit more in themselves. They drop a little bit the stories that they have been carrying for so many years. They give their automatic nervous system a break. I am grateful for that. What are you guys grateful for? I want to know. The more gratitude we generate, the more that resonance is in our field. And I think that's so magical, guys. I'm never going to get tired of saying this, of repeating this, of sharing this information. You are more powerful than you think. You are limitless. And I am just here to remind you of that. And if I give you scientific information, your frontal lobe says, okay, I accept that a little bit more. And little by little, accepting a new reality each day, 1%, at the end of the year, you're going to have a completely different outlook on life. You no longer are going to be in survival. You no longer are going to be a victim to your reality and that to your circumstances. And that is what I'm going to teach you today. I'm going to give you the steps. Thank you. Blessed for waking up this morning. Amen. Absolutely. Absolutely. You are increasing your receivership a little bit more just by articulating what you're grateful for. Because by you articulating, you have to think it. I didn't even know. Yeah, because it's a process that it's so fast. So just by articulating that you are grateful for waking up today, for having 24 hours where you get to create the results that you want. And the results don't start outside of you, right? They are how you feel within. Grateful for being here. I'm grateful that you're here because this is your most valuable asset, time. You don't get time back. We only have the moment of today, nothing else. And you can choose to believe in a better tomorrow or to stay where you are. It's your choice. It really is. That is how I coach myself personally. I think, okay, either I can look at this from a better mindset, from a different level of mind, or I can stay where I am. And what is more painful? Usually for me, staying where I am. Yes, I am grateful for the drive I have to succeed for my family. Absolutely. So one of the things that I talk about the most is how when you change your energy, you change the results that you see in your life. And why do I talk about that? Because usually we are driven by results outside of ourselves. The more clients, the more money, the better job, the better opportunities, the bigger house, whatever it is. There is no judgment there. I actually believe that you create the life that you want, and you can have anything you want, right? If somebody comes to me and they're like, well, I'm a victim to my reality and nothing works and everything is so hard, I know now that that person is consumed with survival emotions. And I don't want to disregard anyone's trauma. No one's, right? I'm here. I love you guys. I am so appreciative and grateful that my job is to just teach this information. But I want to tell you something. Everyone has gone through difficulties in their life. Some bigger than others. We cannot deny that, right? But after that moment has passed, what you do with your life is what's going to matter. Because usually your life doesn't end when the trauma ends, or your life doesn't end after you have experienced trauma. You still have a life to live. And if you are here today, I want to tell you that no matter what you have been through, with this information that I'm going to give you today, you're going to be able to have a new level of awareness, a new level of mind. And that's what it's about, right? So a lot of people think, well, Vanessa, I want to achieve more, or when I have something that I don't have now, I am going to feel differently, right? And that is the old level of mind, or the old level of thinking. And I have shared this over and over again, but I will say it again, usually because somebody needs to hear something between 7 to 8 times before they really believe it, before they really embody it, right? And we are so consumed the majority of the time with everything outside of ourselves, like our children, what we have to do, our work, our relationships, all of that, right? We are so consumed with that we have very little space and time for creation. So we give our life, or the results in our life, to outside circumstances in our lives. And I'm going to change that for you today. I'm going to give you tangible things that you can do. And if you commit to do it, I give you my word. I promise you that you will see synchronicities, that you will see things that you have never experienced before. And if that doesn't make you excited, then leave, to be honest with you. Because nothing else is going to excite you more than you even thinking, oh my God, I can change. I can get out of feeling stuck. I can get out of feeling helpless. I can get out of feeling hopeless. I can grow my business. I can attract new customers to me. And I'm not selling anything. But when I do, I have no shame either. So just if you're new here, just so that you know, I'm not selling absolutely anything. Hello, my love. I am giving you a new level of awareness. Why? Because this is what got me out of feeling stuck, and like I was a bad mom, and like I was never enough, and like I couldn't do it, and like if it was so hard, and like it happened for everybody, and I couldn't see a better future. I couldn't. And using these tools, my life completely changed. And I want to encourage you to do that for yourself, because a present mom is a mom that changes or truly impacts the generations that they're raising. And what else? When you're not here, what else? That's the legacy that you are leaving behind. So you guys have questions, and I love questions. What if you feel stuck? What you suggest we do? Okay, hi, do I need a master's in psychology counseling to start and a license? I'm not sure what you are wanting to start, but this is just information that you can find online. This is based on quantum physics and universal laws, which is the law that governs our behaviors. So I'm not sure the question, but to be here, no, you don't need anything. Can you recommend a great step-by-step meditation book for beginners? I don't have a book that I can recommend, but I have a membership that you guys can join. And I also have a lot of podcasts that explains exactly what happens for you to get into heart coherence. And on YouTube, you can go and find all the information that I have on my page. But I don't have a specific book that I would recommend. I mean, if I want to counsel, I love the quantum stuff. It depends. It depends, because I don't treat anyone. If somebody comes to me and I see that they have signs of trauma, then usually women that come to me are women that want to build a coaching business online, right? And they have an application process where I know that maybe it's because they're lacking confidence or clarity in what they coach, or they need accountability. But other than that, I don't sell anything that is like, how can I say this? I'm not a counselor or a trauma informed therapist, and I do support and recommend therapy as well, right? So listen to this. When we are stuck, which, by the way, thank you, my love, for being vulnerable. And Lourdes, thank you for being vulnerable and sharing that, okay? So when we are stuck, what does it mean? We feel that we're not advancing in life, right? We feel that no matter what I do, nothing is really changing my reality and the way that I feel, because our reality is made of the way that we feel and the way that we think. When I think I can't do this, it's so hard, I am so stuck, nothing is working in my life, that is called an electrical impulse. Your thoughts, right, whether they're subconscious or conscious, is an electrical impulse. And then when you have those thoughts, your body creates chemicals in the form of emotions that make you feel unmotivated, tired. Give me a little bit of examples when you guys go back to a moment where you have felt stuck in your life and verbalize or write in the comments, how do you feel? Usually you feel low on energy, you feel unmotivated, you maybe even feel guilt and you don't even know that you're feeling guilty. What other emotion do we usually feel when we are stuck? Tired. I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of this. Nothing is changing, right? Am I right? Let's see. So usually that's how we feel, right? So now we know, okay, let's part from the notion that your thoughts and your emotions create something called an electromagnetic field. I hate easy triggered. Yes, refractory period. Yes, my love. What does that mean, Vanessa? That means that, listen to this, guys, because I love talking about this, right? Stress, pain in the joints, lazy, no energy to do anything. Absolutely. You guys are nailing it. You guys are nailing it. So this is going to be a very good session today. If you see me move, it's because I get really fired up and I have to move. I don't know why. There's energy in my body. So listen to this. Okay, so I am feeling stuck and I feel tired and I feel like I can't do it. What happens inside of the body when I'm feeling stuck? I know that my thoughts are, I can't do this, it's so hard, nothing is working, who am I, how can I dare to dream, nothing has worked in the past, so it's not going to work in the future. And then I know that by those thoughts, I am releasing chemicals in my body that are called survival emotions. And survival emotion is a primitive system that we have in our body. And it, animals also have this, but have you ever seen that an animal, after they bark and they get all wild up, afterwards they just shake it off, right? They just shake it off and they can go back to laying down or relaxing. We as humans didn't turn off that primitive system. And inside of me, I think that there is a predator that is going to come and hurt me. When I am in survival, my predominant thought is a thought of worst case scenario. And don't judge yourself. You know why? Because when I am in survival, it is best as a protective mechanism that I think of worst case scenario to be prepared. And you know what happens physiologically? Your blood goes to your legs because you have to fly, run, freeze, hide, or fight back. So when that is happening in our body, that is what a human expresses as I am stuck, or I can't do this, or it's so hard, right? So now you know, when I'm saying these things to myself, when I'm feeling like this, there is no communication between the brain and the heart. What does that mean and why should you care? Because when there is no communication, all the networks or the parts of your brain are going off like lights up and on. And what happens? I can't think straight. I have no moment to create. I have no energy to think outside of the box. I cannot even imagine a better tomorrow. Yes or no? When we are stuck, can we imagine a better tomorrow? Can we even visualize, what would it feel like if my dreams come true? No, I don't even have dreams at that moment. I'm just like, oh my God, I can't get out of this bed. And most likely I'm doing things that are numbing myself, right? Like on my phone there's no judgment there, my loves. If after you have done everything that you wanted in the day and you feel amazing and you want to lay down and you want to watch something, there's no judgment there. What I want to make you aware of is what happens. And you know what? When you are stuck and in those survival emotions, guess what happens as well? The reason why you can't find another solution is because our vision becomes divergent. And I always get divergent and convergent mixed up. And convergent means I can't imagine anything better. I'm just focused on the problem and no solution. Oh my God, this is horrible. I've tried everything. Nothing works for me. My life is just, shitty. I've had all this trauma. I've had all this loss. I've had all this grief. I've had all of this, right? So you don't judge yourself there. You already know, okay, oh my God, everything in my body is kind of like in survival. I am very focused on what I have to do, what I have to get, what I have to control, and very little energy in my body to create, very little energy to think, very little energy to focus. This is a subconscious program that is running in your body. Okay, this is it. I promise you. And you can go and research after we're done here to see if this is true. Yes. Because that's a limiting belief that you have to do something else outside of yourself in order to be able to have something or create something new. A lot of the reasons why, unless you want to be a trauma-informed therapist, then you go and you get your trauma-informed. If you want to be a coach is someone that helps somebody else create a new level of awareness and implements tools for that person to get from point A to point B. It's not that you're going to solve someone's trauma, unless if that is your dream, then yes, I do recommend that you go and you get therapy, license in therapy. This is awesome. This is awesome information. Thank you so much. So listen to this. When you are in survival, you are bringing yesterday's energy into today. What does that mean? I wake up and the first thing that I think is, oh my God, I don't have money to pay the bills. Oh my God, this relationship that I'm in is horrible. Oh my God, I cannot imagine another day with these children that are just driving me up the wall. Oh my God, I can't even imagine getting out of this situation. Oh my God, my life sucks. Those emotions or those things that you're saying to yourself correspond to the level of emotion of someone that is in survival. When you are running for your life, the last thing that you want to do is, I'm going to create my life and I'm the creator and I'm going to elevate my energy to a new future. No, you want to run, you want to hide, or you want to fight. Yes. Yes, my love. So that means that we are the victim of our life. And there is no judgment there. You can also have been believed or led to believe that you are the victim of your life. But just like now, wait a minute, maybe it is true. When I say certain thoughts, I feel certain emotions. Can I change those for different emotions? Yes, you can. Yes, you absolutely can, because the person that is in charge is the conscious you of the thoughts that you have. It's the conscious you. What does that mean, Vanessa? It means that a human has 80 to 90,000 thoughts in one day, and the thoughts are usually the same as the day before. So same thoughts, same feelings, same reality. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know this. 1 + 1 = 2. How do I start? By changing my reality. The first thing is becoming conscious of what it is that you're saying to yourself. Step number 1, choose 4 thoughts that you no longer want to think. For example, I can't do this. It's so hard. It won't work out. It works for everyone but myself. It is so hard. What else? I even wrote them down. I came prepared in my yellow notepad that you should be using, because yellow is the sign of energizing your goals. And I'm not good enough. Okay, this message is, I needed to receive. Thank you. Oh, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Those messages are why I come here. There's nothing else. I love you guys so much. Just the fact that I get to share this information with like-minded people is like, thank you, Lord. So I'm not good enough is 1. I want you to verbalize right now. This is a free coaching session, okay? This will change your life. You don't have to pay me anything. The only thing I ask is that once you become the change, other people are going to see that and you share this information with them. You are going to receive so much more, okay? So the first thing that I want you to do is what? In the comments, I want you to write, what is one of the thoughts that you are going to be conscious of? What is it? For me, I can't do this. It's so hard. It won't work out. I am so overwhelmed. I can't even think. I can't even focus. You are going to choose 4, okay? And listen, if you do this exercise right, you will come back here in a week or 2 weeks, and you will be like, Vanessa, I can't even believe it. I'm not smart enough. Okay, there's no judgment. This is a judgment-free zone. Okay, and anybody that judges, I will kick you out in a heartbeat. I have no tolerance for it at all. Here comes Coco. Okay, so I am not good enough. I can't do this. It's hard. I am not smart enough. I need something else in order to get this or produce that. I care too much about other people's opinions. Okay, so listen to me, my girls. You are going to write them down, okay? You are going to write them down. Why? Because you're going to become conscious. And what is the option that you have? No change in your life. And if you are here listening to this, I can guarantee it's because you want to change in your life, because this is something that makes you feel empowered. So I am too tired. I am lazy. I am slow. I'm writing them down. I am slow. I am tired. I have a timer on my phone for my baby not to use TikTok, and it affects me. Okay, so the first step in changing your reality, and I'm giving you this 101 coaching, okay? So you're going to choose 4 thoughts. After you're going to choose 4 thoughts, I have no motivation, okay? It's okay. After you're going to choose 4 thoughts, right? When those thoughts in the day come up, since you know your determination for something better is, I will not let this thought come into my conscious mind, not one more day. The other thing that I want you to do is 4 emotions that you feel, right? So thoughts are, I can't do this, it's so hard. And then when I think that, how do I feel? I feel tired. I feel unmotivated. I feel frustrated. I'm so indecisive, always thinking, why didn't I make a better choice in the past? It's okay. Drop that, my love. That judgment, drop it. So tired, unmotivated, frustrated. And one more emotion that we feel when we are saying all these things to ourselves would be, what would be another emotion? Tired, unmotivated, frustrated. Another emotion would be less than, maybe, not worthy, and guilt. So that is the exercise, right? 4 thoughts and then 4 emotions. Okay, now I want you to choose what are the 4 thoughts that I do want to play in my subconscious and conscious mind. So if I say I am not good enough, I am enough. If I say I can do this, I can do this. Everything is working out in my favor. And at the beginning, it's going to sound like BS. I'm telling you, I've been doing this long enough to know everything is working out for me. I am blessed, lucky, favored, empowered, whatever it is, okay? 4 of them. Empowered. I have energy. I use that one. I have energy. I was chronically always, I can't even think. I have no energy. I can't even move. I have no energy. I can't even feel. I have no energy. Literally, I that's what I was thinking. Perfect. So we have the new 4 thoughts that we want to replace them. And then emotions that come with those thoughts. Energized. That's the first one, because I always want to stay energized. Limitless. Powerful. Committed. In love with life. A joy for existence. When you become aware of the thoughts that you're having, hold on, let me get Coco inside so you guys don't hear the barking, because it's very annoying. Give me 1 second. A working mom. So once you know, okay, these are the 4 thoughts that I no longer want to produce or that I'm going to be conscious of. So during the day when you are driving and there's a car that cuts you off, or when you have to deal with a coworker which maybe you're not really vibing with, or maybe when your children are, overreacting and you want to lose it. When someone was saying earlier today, I get triggered, those are triggers, and you are conscious enough to know they are very powerful in your body. You start kind of feeling all that adrenaline pump of like, oh my God, how dare you cut me off? These kids are driving me crazy. I can't do this anymore. All of those things, right? This is self-empowerment. This will change your life forever. I promise you. So now you're going to become aware. And what's going to happen is that the period where it's called the refractory period, where you lose your shit, there's no other way of saying it, is going to be smaller and smaller. Do you know what that does? You might think, oh, that's nothing. That is a huge win in your life and in your brain. You know why? Because right now in your brain, you have networks of information. And like Dr. Joe says, cells that fire together wire together. So it's very common for you to lose your temper or to get triggered or to feel guilty. That is already a process that has become subconscious. That means that you don't even become aware. It's just taking over your body, and then you're going to start screaming, and then you're the whole 9 yards, right? So self-mastery is, now that you know that these are the thoughts and the emotions that you want to replace the old ones with, that is called breaking the habit of being yourself. That is called creating a new personality. It's called creating a new reality in your life. I teach women how to grow a brand online. So I teach them how to unblock the chakras of visibility, confidence, and sales so that they can sell more and have an impactful brand. Somebody asked me, what do you do for a living? So listen to this. So once you are the act of doing this in the morning, it means that throughout the day, and you can start today, okay? If I'm here, it's because I want you to bring the same energy. I don't want this to be an inspirational and woo-woo. No. This is for you to take action, because action leads to momentum. Momentum leads to new results in your life. And once you start seeing those new results, you're not going to want to stop. You're going to be a more present mom. You're going to be a better human. You're going to be more loving to yourself. You're going to regain your energy. You're going to be more impactful. This is what it's about. I don't care about anything else. That's what drives me. That's what moves me, right? That is what it is. So now that you have brought them to the forefront of your mind, when you are typing in your office, or when your kids are going to drive you crazy, or when you're going to, whatever it is, right? You're going to be aware. I said to myself, I can't do this. It's so much. It's so hard. It doesn't work. I don't feel worthy. I'm not good enough. And every time you bring yourself back to the present moment, meaning even if you're shaking, each time it's going to be less. You know why? Because that's called an energetic pattern interruption. That means that you are taking energy from your old self and you are creating a new self. Okay? That's what it means, guys. It means you're no longer are going to see your future and your present reality through the lenses of the past. And we all want something new in our life. And when you understand that, oh my God, at the beginning, that sounds like so much BS. If I am already feeling like crap, or if I'm already feeling very down, me saying I feel better is not going to change anything. It does. It does. I know that when you are in survival, you don't feel like it is, but I promise you that these are universal laws. They work for everyone. They're a law. It's not something you can argue or not argue. Besides doing this exercise, which is becoming conscious of your old self, you're going to be so aware. You're going to be like, oh my God, all day I would tell myself, I can't do this. It's so hard. It won't work. And when you have that thought, what are you going to do? I can do this. I am limitless. I am powerful. Everything is working out in my favor. I am the creator of my life. I am no longer the victim to my circumstances. Just like my negative thoughts generate in my body hormones of survival, cortisol, adrenaline, and things that are not good for me. Just like that, the positive thoughts or the more empowering thoughts do the same thing. Okay? That's how it works. You can't only say, oh no, this only works for negative. No, my friend, it works for both. So after you start doing that throughout the day, you're going to be like, oh my God, yeah, I've been saying that to myself all the time. Oh my God, what in the world? There's no judgment. An act of self-love is you choosing a better loving thought. I don't care what you say. Better loving thought is going to give you better energy. And the energy, this electromagnetic field that you emit stems up to 8 feet outside of your body. Okay, Google this, research this. Don't take my word or anybody's word like the last thing in the world. No, okay? When you start doing that, you're going to start feeling more at peace. You're going to start feeling a little bit more energized. You're going to start feeling a little bit more creative. Wow. You're going to start feeling a little bit more empowered. And then where does meditation fit into all of this? This that you're trying to do of becoming conscious of your unconscious thoughts, which is going to change your life, the synchronicities are going to start happening. If you want to really accelerate this, when you meditate, you are shutting down or quieting your frontal lobe. And the frontal lobe is the one that usually has all these thoughts and all these things that you can't do it. It's so hard, and it won't stop. So in meditation, it's like if you were taking a remedy or if like you were taking a pill that actually allowed you to lower and become more conscious of your thoughts. That is self-empowerment, guys, because meditation helps remove the trauma from the body. It keeps us in the present moment and it helps us become conscious of our thoughts. And if you are changing your thoughts and you are changing your energy, the magnetism or the electromagnetism that you are emitting is different. And by universal law, you will be attracting different things into your life. It's a law. It's nothing else than that. You might think that you want something outside of yourself, but one of the reasons why you meditate is because you want to connect to what is called a quantum field. And that quantum field, today I was reading more about it because I'm really obsessed with this, right? This saved me in a moment of my life where I felt really lost, where I felt that no matter what I did, I wasn't really going to be able to make a change in my life, to be honest with you. That's why I'm so passionate about sharing it, right? So in meditation, it's like if you were taking your remedy for negativity or your remedy for feeling disempowered or your remedy for feeling less than or tired, physically tired. Because usually, listen to this, you know how many people say, oh, unblock your chakras? So one of the things that I do inside the Aligned CEO is unblocking your energy or your chakras, right? And I can talk all day about this, but I want to make this clear enough that you take action. When you have congestions of energy, each energy center, they actually stem from your spine to the front of your body. And they all have neurons and little brains. And in each of these energy centers, you find motivation or creativity or empowerment. How, Vanessa? Well, because your root chakra is the first one that is developed in your mom's womb. And when we're developing, all we care about or all our human needs are connection, community, nurturing, because when you are a baby, what do you need? Your mom's nurture, your mom to feed you, your mom to hold you, your mom's love. You don't need anything else, right? So when our needs were not met, the congestion of energy that is created there is a feeling of not feeling safe. And when you don't feel safe or you don't feel that you belong or you don't feel that you are in a community, and humans are born into families because one of our needs is to be in a community, right? When you don't feel that way, it's going to be hard for you to literally say, I am safe. I don't have to run. I don't have to hide. I don't have to feel any other way. My voice is necessary. What I think is necessary. I can accomplish my goals. I can move forward in life. That doesn't mean that if you identify with that blockage that your life is over. No, my loves. That's not, there's no excuse. The life is never over. As long as you're breathing and you're alive, you still have the power within you to change it. So when you are doing this in meditation moves the energy up from your energy centers into your heart and your heart to your brain. And you know what it does? It's called brain-heart coherence. Please research it. I wanted to come on live and do it. I even bought my tripod thing, look, so that we can do it and you guys could see the brain-heart coherence. But let me tell you something. My monitor, I can't find it. We have been looking all over for it and I can't find it. and I lent my other monitor to my neighbor, which I want to share the story in a little bit. So when you meditate, positive vibes, how long would you recommend for meditation? So I don't think there is a bad meditation ever, but I want you guys to open your mind to what meditation really is. And it is that each network in your brain is being connected. It is that you are connecting to this field of information. And that field of information is going to make you feel inside so whole, so whole. You're not going to want anything outside of yourself. Besides that field of information, you know how I think I'm a teacher? Listen to this. That field of information, what does that mean? It means it carries all possibilities. It carries information in the form of frequency. And the more you broaden your awareness to that outside part of your body, right? Because you're disconnecting from your present moment. The more you bring that awareness there, the more you connect with it. The more you feel whole, you feel amazing. Your heart blooms open. It tells your brain you can create. It is safe for you to create. You can be empowered. You can be motivated. People heal like this. That is how people heal physical things. But I don't want to get into that because that's not what I'm talking about today. So I recommend that you start at least with 15 minutes of meditation. But after 45 minutes, there's change in your brain matter. And I know that right now it could be like, oh my God, that is so much, that's such a long time. Listen, it's a process, and little by little. And then when you fall in love with that process, you're going to have a hard time wanting to get out of meditation. Here's another reason why you should meditate. When we want to change something, we think we have to go outside of ourselves and change it. And that is called matter to matter changing. And that's going to take you time, right? For example, you're very welcome, my love. For example, I want a new home, right? Another house. So in my mind, in my analytical mind, I think, oh my God, I have to work and I have to make this amount of money and it's going to probably take me this amount of time, right? And without me getting too quantum physics into you guys, that would mean that I am playing by the rules of time and space. And in the quantum, it's space and time, which means that we think time is linear. I have to go from here, I'm here, and I have to go from here so I can buy the house. And here is the time that it's going to take me to make the money. Listen to this. There's something called the time-space continuum, and you can research it, which explains that time is not linear. It's dimensional. So when you are meditating and you are focusing on that energy, every possibility exists. And you know what that means basically? There's no time. So anything can happen without you having to go and get it, without you having to express time. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Sounds too good to be true. I know. That's why I'm obsessed with it. It's not too good to be true. That's how it works. And we are blinded by this illusion that we are limitless and that we don't deserve more and that if we want more, we're bad. And that's nothing further from the truth. And if you're listening to this and maybe you don't know exactly how to verbalize it, I want you to continue to focus your energy on researching things about this. Quantum physics, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. My YouTube channel has a lot of podcasts. We uploaded our podcast there to make it even easier. I do these lives. I probably have 100 or 200 lives that all talk about this. And each time when we are learning, our brain is making new synaptic connections. Our brain loves to learn. So each time that you are learning, you are connecting more. So that when you sit in meditation, you know, oh my God, the reason why I never wanted to meditate or what I thought I couldn't meditate is because my body doesn't feel safe. But I am not my body. My body has become my subconscious mind, but that's the old Vanessa because now I know. And I sit and I meditate. And just the fact that when you're meditating, you're going to have at the beginning thoughts of your to-do list, you have to pee, you're so busy throughout the day that this is a waste of time. And what I want you to know that those are just beliefs because your body feels uncomfortable that you're not doing what you're normally doing. But if we want to achieve something or feel different than we normally feel, then wouldn't it make total sense that what we would have to do something that we have never done before? Wouldn't that make sense even on a logical level? Once I connected, that's when I was able to get the house of my dreams. It works. Yes, my love, it works. Yes, totally makes sense. Yeah. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love on this live. My God, thank you so much. So listen, this is the same thing as doing business, the new way of business. Wouldn't it feel so much better if when I thought about my business, I thought about a community, and the more I give, the more I receive, and the more transparent I am, the more transparency I receive, and the more I come here with the belief of ease, the more ease comes into my life instead of the old way of doing business. Today, somebody on Instagram posted something and I completely disagreed with him. And he said, for you to grow in business, you leave out your spirituality. You don't need a passion to grow in your business. And then he said, you don't need a passion. Spirituality is not like first, or you could leave it out. And health is money. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. The reason why I disagree 100% is because I've been doing this for 9 years and I know too much, right? But here is a reason. If you are a woman in business and you are doing business thinking, where's my next client going to come from? How do I close this sale? How do I do this? And then the next thought is, I can't do it. Who am I? It didn't work. I'm giving up. Or you start and you stop. Or you were paralyzed by fear. Recognize right this moment, oh my God, that's an old belief. I'm so glad that I'm no longer going to believe that. I'm taking back the ownership of my life and the results in my life. That's the first thing, right? The second thing is, do you guys know that when we are living on survival emotions, right? That when we are living on survival emotions, our gene expression, or the energy that we use to produce proteins and to have a healthy life, because a healthy body, because everything in your body is made out of proteins. Everything, your organs, your blood, your heart, your bones, your muscles, your teeth, your mouth, different proteins, but they're all made out of proteins. And when a body is dysregulated, that's where disease comes in. And have you ever heard that every physical illness can be contributed to emotional illness, like to something that is happening? For example, let me give you a few examples. I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was like 22 or 23. No, because I already had my baby. So maybe I was like 26 and I'm 38 now. So one of the things that I want you to know is, I am not discounting that the diagnosis is there, but there's so much new research that shows that trauma is one of the reasons why we have ADHD. And I'm not a doctor. I'm just sharing my personal experience. When I meditate, I feel completely different than when I don't meditate. Because when I meditate, I know that my brain waves are in coherence. I can think better. I have more physical energy because my energy is not being consumed, being stuck in my body, in my energy sensors. It's not. It's flowing. You are not made to consume energy. You are made to recycle energy through that electromagnetic field. That is what you're supposed to be doing. For humans, it's easier for us to think that something outside of ourselves is going to cure something inside. And if that is resonating with you, one of the best resources that I can recommend is You Are the Placebo. You Are the Placebo gives you a lot of information, right? And it starts enhancing these concepts that we're talking about. So imagine you doing a business where you literally think that spirituality is not needed. Spirituality is what moves you inside. It's what creates momentum. It's what allows you to have belief in yourself. It's what allows you to dream of a better future. And if you are not waking up with a clear vision of the future, you are living in the past. Same emotions, same chemicals in the body, same results in my life. So wouldn't that be enough for me to say, I'm going to give this a go? If I have been conditioning my body to stress and cortisol, wouldn't that be enough for me to say, let me see if this is true. Let me give this a try. Wouldn't that be enough? It would be enough for me. It was enough for me. And then all the laws of human, that this is how you have to do business and this is how it has to be, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And I don't believe it because I see it in my business. I believe that we attract based on what we believe. I believe that I can create whatever future I want. I believe that the more I give, the more I receive. I believe that if I am in integrity, I attract women in integrity. I made a firm decision that my clients are my ideal best clients. Those women in the Align CEO are game changers. I truly believe in my heart that that is what I attract. That doesn't mean I'm perfect. That does not mean there's perfection here. There's no perfection. None whatsoever. And that is what I want to transmit to you. You have the power to change it. I don't want you to give your power away to, I have to heal something else in my life. No. You have to believe that you are limitless and you have to take action. And if meditation is 2% of your day, wouldn't it make sense that if I can't solve something matter to matter, and that if I don't know where my next client is going to come from because I am living by this 3D reality, wouldn't I want to go to a place where there's infinite possibilities? Anything you desire, anything. I don't care what it is. And if I know that I am atoms and subatomic particles and particles that are information, waves, and I intertwine with them because that's what we're made of, wouldn't it make sense that I choose myself, I get into a meditative state, and I focus my energy on what I do want to see, and I take my energy away of what isn't working, what I don't have, what I still haven't gotten, what blah, 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 blah? Wouldn't it make sense? It makes absolute sense. 100% sense. That's what it makes. That's what it does. And that's what I want to empower you. It's not about me. It has nothing to do. I just became really obsessed with this information and I practice it daily. Oh, thank you for being here and for sharing that. That's what makes me want to come on. You know, one of my most important tasks in the day before the Align CEO, like coaching my girls, because I take that very serious, is coming on here and doing this live. When I leave here with more life than when I got here. Oh, thank you so much. Whoever's on the live is whoever needs to hear it. Everybody, the fact that you today are changing your energy, and I want to know, did I do that? Did you come here and maybe are you leaving with a little bit more hope? Because if you did, that's a new level of awareness. Are you leaving with a little bit more of, yeah, I can create the results in my life. Yes, I can. I am the co-creator. Yes, I feel more empowered. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to stop that thought that I can't do this, that I'm too old, too young, too little, too big, too fat, too ugly, too small. And I'm going to start. How can we join your coaching? Kathy, let me just take a picture, Mercedes, because I will have Kathy reach out. Thank you for everything. I feel empowered and limitless. Yes, listen, I agree. I always learn more. Yes, that's it. I feel that is the gift that God gives me. I'm not kidding. That is, yes, you hit a lot of things I was struggling with. Yes, empowering. That's all it is. And listen, guys, please, this is not about me. This is about you. Today, you be the change. Your children are going to experience it. Your family, your coworkers, guys, when you amplify your electromagnetic field, right? When you do a little bit of meditation, 3 minutes of breathing in and out of your heart, connecting with your heart, allowing your heart to be in the present moment. Because before I go, I want to tell you 2 other things. You know that we only have this present moment. How blinded have we been thinking, oh, tomorrow I'm going to learn that. Look at my energy in my body. Oh, tomorrow I'm going to do that. How do you know that you don't die today? For real. And I can't say the word because then TikTok will censor me. But for real, right? We are so entitled that tomorrow we're going to do that. How do you know? Today is the day. I do things that are cringy for me still. For example, I'm going to give you an example. What is the best way to start meditation? I have never done it before. 2 ways. You can join our meditation membership, $7 a month, and you meditate. I put a meditation there every day. Or you can go on YouTube and there's one meditation that is called Go Love 20 from Dr. Joe Dispenza. And I recommend that one because that one is for your heart. how are you so natural with the camera? You know, that's a great question. My favorite thing to do is lives. Go Love 20. Yes, my love. That's my favorite thing to do. I am not the best at automation. Coaching and going live are my favorite things to do in my business. Writing emails, not so much. Kathy is my backbone. Posting things, not so much. Kathy is my backbone. But I feel that in live, you can really see if somebody is honest or not. You intertwine with someone's energy, so you know if the person is I don't know, honest, and if you vibe with them. And also because I feel that when I sit here, I never have a script. Never have I never have a script. And I feel that if I can't walk what I teach, then I have to take a seat. And I teach women confidence and empowerment. And I teach that from a level of mind that everything is always working out for me. So when I come here, I think I'm going to give somebody the best that I have. I activate my intuition because we are all intuitive, all of us. And I just let go. I don't have an expectation from the live. I'm like, okay, we're going to chat. We're just going to chat and change energy. And if we do, we're creating new resonance. We're giving back. Yeah, I love it. I love lives. That's my favorite thing. So before I go, I want to share with you a little bit more of a personal story, but you can ask any questions. I love that you guys ask questions. That makes me like so happy, to be honest, because we're getting this information. You know, you're not leaving here as the same person that watched this live 40 minutes ago. You're not. There's new information in your brain. I'm going to put this on YouTube. So if you forgot what you have to do, or if you're just joining us now, I gave you the exact formula at the beginning to change your life. Like, I promise you, I'm not getting anything out of this. If you do that consistently, give it 2 weeks. You don't have to give it years. You don't have to be an expert meditator. You don't. The synchronicities that are going to start happening in your life, you're going to be freaking amazed. You're going to be like, oh my God. And why do I want to teach you that? Because an empowered woman will not only change her life, her community, her children, like all areas of your life. Listen, 2 things before I go. The first one is when you meditate, you amplify your electromagnetic field, which means that if your coworker drives you crazy, you are influencing his field. You are more in the moment. You're like, I'm not going to give you my energy because I need it for me to think, to be creative. The second thing is when you say, oh, I am feeling stressed because of this person, that means that all of my energy is going there. I can't do a live because I'm afraid of what somebody thinks. It means that all of my energy is going to what somebody thinks. And we are here for a short amount of time. Make your impact, because that's going to make you feel so alive inside. I'm interested in your coaching. Okay, Kathy will reach out. I missed it. I got on late. It's okay. I'm going to put this right away on YouTube. If you watch it there, the only thing I do ask, please subscribe. We want to get to at least 500, and I think we need still like 40 people. So remember, okay? And put it on repeat and think about it and read a book on quantum physics, my loves. Don't give your energy away to scrolling your life away and comparing your life with social media, because half of it is BS. It's not even true. You only put on social media what you want other people to see. But the struggles and the things, not really. You be the game changer in your house. And if you are a coach or a healer or something, go talk about this on live. Empower someone else. Continue that chain of abundance. How? Because when I feel that I can change my life, I start feeling abundant and powerful and confident, right? I start believing, yeah, maybe I can create a new future. And I start shutting down the cortisol, adrenaline, and the hormones of survival. Okay, so the last thing that I want to share with you. Yes, quantum physics, here I come. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. 2 things. Did you know yesterday I was rereading The Power of 8? And The Power of 8 was created by Lynn Taggart, and she's a neuroscientist. She's an investigator, and she was able to demonstrate that when 8 people meditate, it focus on an outcome. Everybody focus on an outcome, even if they're not meditating in the same place. They change the field of information, and they change the outcome. For me, it is so mind-blowing. It is so inspiring. It makes me want to like run. I'm not even kidding you. To know that now we are truly embodying the power that we have. So me meditating with 8 people changes the outcome. And you guys can read the book, but basically it's everybody has to have the same goal, right? Like the goal in the middle is, let's say, more sales for your business, or more health, or more healing for someone, right? And everybody's thoughts and thinking the positive outcome and generating gratitude because it's already done, and good emotions changes that. So I was like, wow, like that's more reinforcement of this information. That's why reading and learning is going to be like what's going to keep you going, right? It is. And the last thing that I wanted to share with you guys is how crazy is this synchronicity? I live in my house. I've been living here. I've owned this house for like 13 years because my oldest is going to be 18, and she was like 5 when we moved here. So, 5, around 14 years, let's say, right? And I've had the same neighbors. This is like a community where everybody are like the original homeowners, right? So my neighbor has been my same neighbor for 15 years. And a few weeks ago, I want to say a few months ago, he saw my husband outside and he started running to my husband and he said, "Jose, I have to share something with you." And then Jose was like, "Sure, Van, what is it?" I read about this Joe Dispenza guy, right? And if you are new here, you know that one of my biggest mentors and loves in life in a very parent way is Dr. Joe Dispenza. If you do not know who he is, after this live, you go and you watch a Joe Dispenza YouTube, okay? Here, he is the most impactful, empowering, science-based mentor that anybody can find. So my neighbor, I told him, my husband said, "Oh my God, Vanessa has been obsessed with him, with his teachings for years." My neighbor comes to my house every day to talk to me. He lives here. I wish I could show you my ring camera so you know that it's true. So empowered. And he even jumps of joy. He says, "Vanessa," yesterday he came and he said, "Oh my God, your energy is good for my heart." And I told him, "Your energy is good for my heart too, Van." He's an older gentleman. And but what I'm telling you is, what are the synchronicities? He comes here and he begs me, in a nice way. I say this with humbleness. "Let's meditate together." And I can't believe that first you receive information in your heart, then it's in your gut, and then it's through your brain. That's how every human receives information. That is why when you receive news that are not so empowering, you're like, ugh. Or when you receive news that empower you, you start feeling the energy, like you can do it. You receive information first, the heart decodes the information, it sends the signal to the gut, and then the gut to the brain. Can you believe that? I thought it was first the brain and then the body. No, it's first the heart, then the gut, and then the brain. So how synchronicity is that my neighbor is more obsessed with my teachings than me? And he comes and he says, "Please sit me in your couch, in my podcast couch right here." Let me see if you can see it. You can see it? Okay. So my neighbor is like, "Vanessa, sit me in your couch and just tell me to be quiet and teach me something else." He changed his life. He was cured from colon cancer. He cured himself. And I share all of this with you because I'd rather live in a universe where people are empowered, they're in community, they're loving, they're caring, they feel limitless, they feel powerful, than live in an environment where people are like, "Oh, my life is so hard, I can't do this." The entitlement of, "Well, I posted 4 times and I haven't grown a business. Well, I've done everything and it's because people only buy from this person or this other person. Well, I'm too old." Well, no. That all of that is a lie. It's a belief that you have created, and beliefs are as addictive as a substance addiction, but you overcome each belief. A tip to do it, I already gave it to you, it's meditation. It helps you without you doing anything. So this is what I just wanted to share. I just wanted to come on here and share this with you guys and empower you that you, no matter how you started your morning, you can always change, because change starts with one thought at a time. And nobody is going to do, just like in your business. Nobody, your team is there to help you, but you're the one that runs that business. No one is going to come run it for you. Okay? No one. The same thing with your life. I can empower you through information, because information is empowerment, but I can't get into your brain and change your thoughts. Okay? That's how it works. So with this, I leave you, very true. That guy explained to me that once. He even showed me drawing pictures to explain. Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, the more people believe this, the more collective consciousness is formed, and the more it's going to be easier for us to believe more and see more, like our manifestations coming true faster, because there's a speed. When everybody believes in it, right? That is the energy that we are surrounded with. It's called the collective consciousness. And the more we expand through you guys being that, all of us being that change that we want to see, the more that change is going to be evident. And it starts with something as simple as, you know, if you are in the grocery and somebody took the last thing, instead of you getting upset and mad and angry, you know, it's working out. For some reason, you didn't take it. Bless that person. Send that person love. For real. I know it may sound so like, yeah, right. It's not, yeah, right. It's not, you know, everything. If you understand, I always was worst case scenario. When Jose wouldn't come home, I didn't think he's with another woman. I would think, oh my God, he died in a car crash. Oh my God, I'm not kidding you. Oh my God, they're going to come in. They're going to knock on my door. When my mom wouldn't answer, I wouldn't think, oh, my mom is busy in the supermarket. Oh my God, she fell in her house. Nobody's going to rescue her. All day, worst case scenario. And it just takes a higher thought. No, best case scenario. Nothing is happening. I'm safe in the moment. Those are old thoughts. It's okay. And the more you do that, the more the body gets used to it. So with that, I leave you. I will be here tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. I am going next week to Costa Rica. I'm taking you guys with me. I don't know how the internet connection is there, but my intention is that we can meditate together. If we get 8 people meditating at the same time, we are creating a consciousness, a resonance, information in the field of really good things. So introduce him to me, and it's been the bestest. Yes, my love, it has. Absolutely. Yes, I'm bringing you guys with me to Costa Rica. Let's get some meditation in. You know, we'll see what happens, right? Some manifestations. Other than that, we will be here at 11:30. I'm going to put this up on YouTube. If you watch it there to get the first part of it, which you should, please subscribe so that we can get to 500. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support, in your comments, in your loves, in your shares. I appreciate it. And also, when you can, share with me wins. My inbox is open on Instagram, on TikTok. If something changed for you, if you were able to see a manifestation or something, YouTube is Prosperamama, but it's also linked on my TikTok profile. Thank you for everything. And I will see you guys. We have a date tomorrow, 11:30.